and the not very good experiences that we've had for the past year during the pandemic.
Almost a year. I just can imagine how were you able to survive sa isa ka tuig nga halos kontrolado talantang giho.
And you know, this pandemic has brought me a lot of realizations in life.
Yes.
That life is really very fleeting, unpredictable, and amo na, kaputang
Ang oras sa Ginoo. Yes.
Siya lagi ang yabi.
Yeah. And I think no the past year, time flies, suddenly 1 year has passed gani. We
Yes.
thought 1 month lang ni, 3 months lang ni, matapos na ni sang Christmas, but look, we are still on it. We are still under the quarantine. We are not. Oh, the pandemic is not over yet. But for the past year, I think it allows us also to appreciate a lot of
Yes.
things. The little things na ara lang bala sa aton nga
Yes.
waay naton
Or
na
take for granted.
yes. Like the air we breathe.
Yes.
Oh,
No, waking up in the morning, nga ka na balang, ay, thank you, Lord. Buhi pa kuya ka, guway ko na masakit.
And imagine our time with our family. And sometimes we were able to learn sa mga therapeutic nga bagay nga himuon nato nga wala gina nagsulod sa paminsaron to sa una like me. Nagtilaw man ko tanong-tanong and even learn how to cook also sa mga simple nga mga dishes.
Yes, and there are a lot of mga, do-it-yourselves na people were learning. People were developing skills like kami. Si Sam, okay, we have a toddler. Kami na lang nag-haircut sa iya. Okay, hindi mo siya pwede dalon sa salon. Hindi mo siya pwede dalon sa mall.
oh, ako naman niya, as a singer, kundi nadulaan kami gigs. Kami nga mga musikero. Grabe gid ang epekto sa pandemic. So sa ako naman nga part, wow, wala na ang gigs ko, ging cancel na, no? Siyempre, sa abroad, diri. So anong ginimo ko, hindi pwedeng magtungko lang ko sa balay. Aside, of course, nga wala gid kuya gauntat, ini bragging aside the more nag-double pagit ang ako ng charity work, steady daw, dapat talabangan.
But one thing nga ginakalipay naton ang Bacolod, na-survive ini nga makabig naton isa ka dako nga problema para sa tanan.
Yes, and I think we cannot also discount the fact that all the social protocol that the government imposed and the people adhered to
Yes.
had helped a lot.
Yes.
And that serves as a reminder to all of us that the pandemic is not over yet. While the vaccine is there,
Yes.
and it's the good news, we have started vaccinating
Yes.
ang mga frontliners ta.
Yes. And even the government
sugod
officials.
na,
Yes,
and the
that's so good.
government officials as well.
Yes.
Now is the bad time to get sick and to get infected with COVID. Kaya ara na lang gid na ang vaccine. So konting tiis na lang gid yan. We will get there. So ano lang gid, pasensya and follow lang gid anay protocol.
So, ano ginakaluyan, pag kita, no, ang bilogid nga Pilipinas, pero hindi kita magpakampante.
Yes.
Kaya
True.
kung natabo sa ibang nga lugar, budlay na. So, kinahanglan maging obedient kita sa gina-order sa aton nga mga doctors,
And our government
government
officials.
officials, gina-advise nila, pati kita sa
But anyway, ang isa subong ka dako nga hamon or challenge sa aton nga mga pumuluyo, sa atong gobyerno, kung paano naton mapatuman ang massive vaccination. Kadaman sa aton nga mga pumuluyo na hadlok magpa-vaccinate. Dapat hindi kita magkahadlok. Let's take advantage of the opportunity nga tagsa sa aton ang gobyerno nagbakal sang vaccine nga kita maka-avail. So hindi dapat kita makahadlok kag isa paguro pasalamatan man naton ang effort din sa aton nga gobyerno kag aton mga volunteers kung paano naton napahagan-hagan ang impact sa COVID diri sa syudad.
Yes, thank you. A big thank you to all our frontliners.
Thank you
Please
so much.
know that you are always in our prayers.
Yes, thank you.
And again, for the vaccine, going back to the vaccine,
Yeah.
get yourself educated. Balaan nyo, damo bala sakit in the past, nga nadula na subong hindi nakahaladlukan tungod sa vaccine.
Yes.
Take for example, tuberculosis.
Mhm. Yes.
Subong yan, normal na lang na. When a child is born, within the first week, dapat ma-vaccinate na gid na siya, I think BCG ba na,
Yes.
for the tuberculosis. And see, hindi na siya as scary before, pero sang una nga, tiyempo, scary gid na yan.
Yes.
That's a fatal disease.
Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus died of TB.
That's true.
So wala siyang dapat kadlukan. Rason kung nga iga-feature naton subong sa aton nga episode. Ang isa ka nurse gikan sa New York, 25 years nga nagserbisyo dito. Maga-share siya sa naging experience ya. Sumugod nga naglupok o kung nag-outbreak sining COVID sa New York hasta naging patigayon ng mass vaccination.
So, istoryahan ta na
Up next, uli naman sa TLS
Plus.
Hello everyone, Dr. Cecil Katapang po. Pandemic, step aside. Kasi ito, wowdemic. Lockdown, talagang magla-lockdown ka pag oras na ng TLS. Seasoned broadcaster, Lailani Alba, trendsetter sa Yoni Ferraris, napakaganda ng rubber shoes mo, charity diva, and BFF Token Lizares. My God, girls, 11,000 views in less than a day. That is a very, very big achievement. And nagiging insecure ang mga seasoned broadcasters dahil sa inyo. Diba? Kaya, congratulations and all the best pa to your show.
back here on TLS Plus. It is really a very unique experience to be given an opportunity to have a one-on-one interview with a very experienced nurse na nagtrabaho siyang almost sobra sa 25 anyos sa Estados Unidos. Mismo sa sentro sini, New York City, kung sa diin nagsugod ang outbreak sa COVID-19 sa Estados Unidos. Upo kami sa amon sini discussion o sa aton sini nga bisita sa Bungahan. We're very happy and glad to have with us nga mangin bisita naton diri sa TLS Plus. And nurse by profession nga naga-practice sang iya sini nga nursing profession sa New York. Isa sa lugar nga badly hit sang COVID, isa ka suod nga abyan ko, malapit nga abyan ko. In fact, schoolmate for almost 30 years ng friendship. And happy gid ko nga i-share sa inyo kung ano man ang mga insights niya because siling ko nga ang bisita nato subong nga aga saksi kung ano ang senaryo nga natabo sa New York. Nakita niya kung paano nanging devastated ang New York City sa COVID, kung pila kalibo ka mga tao nagkalamatay tungkol sa COVID. Isa sa rason kung nga medyo na-depress siya kag nagtinguhagi nga magpauli diri sa Pilipinas. We're very, very happy to have with us. Isa ka suod nga abyan, doutod ko na ini. Isa ka nurse for almost 25 years. Almost 30 na gani siguro. Miss May Yeye Lauyan Green. Good morning, Ye.
Good morning.
Okay.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay. In fact, this is really very good timing for our show to have you. Siguro gusto na may baluan sa aton nga mga televiewers kung where were you during the first COVID outbreak in New York and what was your designation then? Ano ang role mo dito sa hospital?
Actually, the same time last year, we were the epicenters ng COVID in New York City. So I was working in Metropolitan Hospital as a pediatric nurse, and actually kami ang first nga may aras ng COVID patients in our unit, coming from South America. So at that time, of course, we don't know anything about, we thought it's just the regular flu.
Okay.
And to find out that we're fighting the invisible enemy.
Okay.
Nagadamo, and then kadamos ang kakapatay.
Okay.
And it was so devastating because I've never seen New York like this. We have the best hospitals actually. But it seems like we were not prepared for this.
Okay.
Kalain-lain kay, kadamos ang patients and we don't know at that time kay nakapatay lang sila.
Uh-huh.
And most of our hospitals were overwhelmed kay kadamos ang patients. And, it was so devastating. And I remember because my daughter is an ER nurse
Okay.
in one of the private hospitals. And I remember her telling me, Mom, why did I become a nurse? Why did you force me? And I was like so guilty. I said, if something happens to her, I will never forgive myself. But of course, I have to be a strong support system for her. And I told her, just hang in there, hang in there.
Oh.
The frontliners, the governor will send the troops or the traveling nurses to
Okay.
ease our burden.
How would you describe the scenario then? Na nagasululod ang mga pasyente, na overwhelmed ang hospital,
Yes.
kadutay sa inyo nga mga
Actually, in my
nurses.
unit, it was not that bad. Kay, with the kids, they come in very sick, but they recover.
Yeah.
But for my fellow nurses who are in the ICU and the ER, of course, it's overwhelming. Like 20 patients in one night, and most of them don't make it.
Oh my God.
And it's so devastating, and mentally and physically, it's exhausting. Seeing New York so empty, no lights, you're the only one walking on the streets. It is so depressing. Kasubo, wala sang tao, and of course New York is the city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
And it's like it's in a deep slumber for months.
Okay.
Nobody on the streets. Times Square is empty, which never happened. We had calamities in the past that hit New York, but never of this magnitude. But, we're not the only ones. The whole world is suffering. So, and coming here, I see the difference, and people are like, it gave me hope.
Can you share to us that it has reached a point na na-depress ka
Oh,
sa
yes.
sitwasyon?
It is so depressing. So when you're in the hospital, you're taking care of COVID patients. Like you think, oh, it's okay, we have to do our job. But when you hit home, like I was taking a shower and I was crying. Because I can see the relatives in the lobby of our hospital, nag-beg na makita ang ilang families, begging to see them for the last time. You die alone. The only hand you can hold is the hand of a nurse on your last breath. So now they see our role in the medical field, what we really do, what our role was. Now they don't take us for granted,
Yeah.
because when everybody else is in their houses, we are there fighting the pandemic. I mean, fighting this invisible enemy.
Ano ang pinaka-difficult nga experience nga imo sini madumduman?
Families that lost their loved ones, the fact that you were not able to see them, like from the hospital straight to the funeral home, and then it's gonna come to you in an urn. I think just the thought of that, and we save lives, but during that time we could not even, we don't know where to start. For me, like New York, every time there's an epidemic of, we are on the front line and we were able to contain it. But this time, it's like there's nothing we can do until we figure out, like in the mid-June to July, we already know what to do. There's a ray of hope. I'm so happy. Most of our patients recovered. So rewarding for me.
Ano ang scenario sa sining makeshift morgue nga ginahambal mo?
Well, for every hospital, especially big hospitals, we have to put a morgue there because there's a lot of people dying. They come to the ER and they just drop dead.
Oh, that's
It's
tuod
so
gina
fast, yes. Kadasig.
Oh, okay.
And even my daughter, because my daughter is the one that I talk to every day, and she was telling me, Mom, they come, and then we don't know who to triage first because there's a lot of them. So we
my
have
God.
to, it's like, that was the worst when you have to choose who you're going to save. I mean, America, we don't do that. We even save animals,
Yes, yeah.
stray animals. And then
Yeah.
lives we could not save. That's like, it's not acceptable. But I don't even know how we did it. We became nurses to help. We did not sign up to die. That is like, because they said, oh, well, you chose that profession. I know, but not to die. We have families that we have to go home to. But our governor, thanks to him, because he thought of us, he brought the traveling nurses
Okay.
to New York City
Okay.
and opened the Jacob Javits to put so the hospital will not be overwhelmed. So big help ginaya.
A lot of people ang wala naga-trust sa vaccine. Ang ibandi, especially diri sa Negros, no? Ang ibandi hindi magpa-vaccinate. So from a nurse nga na-vaccinate na mismo, ano ang gusto mo mapaalinton sa aton nga mga kauturan?
Well, we need it. It's a must. I don't want to talk about the efficacy rate of each vaccine because all of them are effective. We need to be vaccinated, to protect ourselves, to protect others around us, and to achieve that what they call the herd immunity. That is the only way nga ma-stop ang transmission. But we have to educate the public. Public education and,
Campaign.
campaign, yes,
Yes,
is
no.
very important. Because if you're a layman, hindi kaya ka-intindi. If you give them all these figures, hindi na yan nila maintindihan. So you have to explain in their own level of understanding. na maintindihan nila what is the importance.
Yes.
So, kay kadamo, kakabatian nga, ay, basi in 10 years mapatay ko. No. You never know ano matabo tomorrow. Why they have to wait for
Yes.
10 years?
Yeah.
Most ang frontliners wala nagamasakit. Not like before, we have to close units
Yeah.
because ang mga frontliners nagamasakit. So we
Okay.
have to close. So short now, wala na because we were all vaccinated. So kadako nga, it was a big help.
Ikaw mismo na-vaccinate.
Yes.
Did you feel anything after the
No,
vaccination?
well, I had numbness,
Yeah.
which is expected. Kag gusto ko may side effects ako, so I would know that I got the right one.
Yeah.
But it's nothing serious.
Okay.
And now I have the confidence to travel. Why na ko nadlo? And I will never go home to my family if I'm not vaccinated. Kay basi malatnan ko sila. Hopefully tanan is,
Yes.
just be receptive and be positive because makabulig gid siya.
What message would you like to extend to our viewers?
When I was in New York, I felt like I need to see my family here because I have friends who lost their mothers and fathers and they were not able to go home because of the pandemic. So I said to myself, once mag-clear, I'll be the first one to board that flight. Although there was some, may mga nag-stop
Hitches.
sa akin, yes, because of this quarantine, 14 days.
Yeah.
And finally, the 6 days, I said, I'll take my chances. I need to see my family. I think amo na ang therapy ko. It's
Yeah.
so much different. I feel so much better. I'm ready to go back.
And
It's a
serve again
different
to yours.
person. I'm a different person now.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Yeye, for your time.
Thank you.
And I hope you have inspired a lot of our televiewers
hope.
now, considering that you have shared to us your first-hand experience na dapat hindi ta magkahadlok magpa-vaccinate.
No.
We really need it. Thank
Yes,
you so
we-
much, Yeye.
Thank you.
And have a safe trip back.
Yes, thank you.
Your true lifestyle.
Token and to the rest of the gang, congratulations to your new program. New digital show TLS True Lifestyle, hosted by charity diva Token Lizares, a dear friend, and broadcaster Lailani Alba, trendsetter Shoni Ferraris. Thank you so much for having me, and of course, do follow me in YouTube. My name is Ivy Villani in YouTube. Likewise, we are showing Martyrs sa Golgotha on Sabado de Gloria, and God willing, on Easter Sunday, we will be showing Seasons of Love. Huwag niyo pong kalimutang suportahan ng mga kanta ko, lahat ng OPM songs. God bless you. Congratulations.
TLS